Alright, so you're ready to start dividend investing and you want to jump in, but you don't know which companies to start with. It could be overwhelming given the many different companies out there to invest your money into. A coworker of mine years ago recommended that I invest in companies whose products and services I use on a frequent basis, such as coffee. What kind of coffee do I drink? Starbucks, Keurig. Household goods. What do I have around the house? Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble. What kind of gas stations do I go to? ExxonMobil, BP. Cell phone carriers, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint. Retail stores, Target, Walmart, Best Buy. Technology companies, Apple, Intel. Automotive companies, manufacturers, Tesla, General Motors. Banks, Bank of America, Citibank, JP Morgan Chase. So this kind of recommendation helped me to simplify and narrow down my options to start with. And these are all established companies that I've heard of. As a stakeholder of a company whose mission you believe in, it could provide you with a sense of satisfaction as the company becomes more and more successful. I get even greater satisfaction if the companies that I invest in pay dividends. It provides me with a sense that I'm getting some of my money back. I mean, look around you. What do you use on a daily basis? Do you have children still in diapers? You always have to buy diapers, baby wipes, baby food, milk, etc. Multiply that by millions of people using these products every day. What are the companies that are selling on that kind of scale? Toilet paper, toothpaste, dental floss. It all adds up. Do you go outside to buy coffee? Do you get it from McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks? Do you have Keurig at home? What kind of car do you drive? Which gas stations do you go to? Who do you bank with? All of this is a good foundation to start with, since these are companies that you know, companies that you're aware of, companies you've heard of, and most importantly, companies that you spend your hard-earned money on. Another factor for you in deciding which company to invest in might be how green that company is. How much do they care about the environment? What kind of things are they doing to help the planet? These are all aspects that may appeal to you when you're making your decision with who to invest in. This is your money. You choose what you want to do with it. You do your research. You make informed decisions. I'm sharing with you here what I've done and my methods and my research, but ultimately, investing is solely your decision with what you want to invest in. These are my 5 best dividend stocks that have helped me grow my money in the past several years. Per my usual disclaimer, I can't tell you what to do with your money or what to invest in. However, I can share with you what has worked well for me. Alright, the first stock, AGNC, 8.38% dividend yield. AGNC has been one of my go-to dividend stocks for the past 5 years. One of my favorite things about owning AGNC as a dividend stock is that it pays its dividends on a monthly basis instead of the usual quarterly basis. AGNC is the second largest internally managed residential mortgage real estate investment trust and one of only 2 residential mortgage REITSs with a market capacity over $5 billion. Its initial public offering was in 2008. AGNC usually announces 3 months worth of dividends in advance, so I will know how much the dividend payout will be in each of these 3 months. In the past year, AGNC's stock price has been priced between $11 and $18 a share. Alright, the next stock is AT&T at a 6.9% dividend yield currently. In the past 13 years, AT&T's dividend yield has never been below 4%. Since 1984, AT&T's dividend payout amount has gone up steadily year after year, with its stock ranging between $27 and $43 for the past 5 years. Its current 52-week high and low is $26 and $34 respectively. So with AT&T, this is an example of researching a company and its historic stock price and dividend history to make an informed dividend investment decision. As I stated in my first video, dividend investing does not require lengthy research compared to other investment strategies. Develop the things that are important for you to decide on which companies to invest in. For example, My dividend investing strategy includes several key factors that I look for in a company's ticker symbol, including dividend yield. Obviously, also the 52-week high and low price, the actual dividend price, the dividend price history, and the length of dividend payouts. One of AT&T's major competitors, Verizon, is currently paying about 4.31% dividend yield for its stock. I've compared these two stocks over the years and found that AT&T's stock price is usually a little bit lower than Verizon's stock price, and AT&T pays a higher dividend yield than Verizon. That's why, based on my investment goals, where I care more about the dividend price than the stock price going up, I've chosen AT&T throughout the years to invest in as a dividend stock. Verizon's dividend amount has been a little bit higher than AT&T's dividend amount in the same time frame of the last 10 years, but it costs more money to buy a share of Verizon stock than with AT&T stock. I may be a little bit biased also with AT&T since I've had the same cell phone number for a long time. It all started with Cellular One, and then it turned into AT&T, then turned into Singular, and then back to AT&T again. So again, with AT&T, this is an example of investing into a company whose products and services I use on a regular basis. Keep in mind, there's no rule about owning both AT&T and Verizon stock at the same time, but with diversification in mind, I'm okay with owning shares of just one successful phone carrier right now. OXLC, 12.16% dividend yield. Oxford Lane Capital Corporation stock also pays dividends on a monthly basis like AGNC, which is highly appealing to me. Its annual dividend yield is an impressive 12.16%, as I just stated, and its stock price has only been between $2 and $7 in the past year. Looking at OXLC's dividend history, we can see that it has been paying dividends on a consistent basis since 2011. Per its website, OXLC seeks to achieve its investment objective of maximizing risk-adjusted total return by investing in debt and equity tranches of CLO vehicles. CLO investments may also include warehouse facilities, which are financing structures intended to aggregate loans that may be used to form the basis of a CLO vehicle. Its current focus is to seek an attractive, risk-adjusted total return by investing primarily in debt and equity tranches of CLO vehicles, which are collateralized principally by a diverse portfolio of senior loans. Does your savings account pay interest anywhere close to 12.16%? RA, 11% dividend yield. Another monthly dividend payout and another high dividend yield of 11%. Do you see the trend of the dividend stocks that I like to invest in? Brookfield Real Assets Income Fund has paid the same dividend amount of close to 20 cents a share for the past 9 years. Its stock price in the past year has been between $14 and $22. The dividend price with this stock, as I just stated, is the same amount whether you buy the stock at $14 or $22 or anywhere in between. Not all stocks pay dividends in this way, but this particular one does. Brookfield Real Assets Income Fund seeks to provide a high level of total return, primarily through high current income and secondarily, growth of capital. The fund primarily invests in securities and other instruments of real asset companies and issuers, including but not limited to real estate securities, infrastructure securities, and natural resources securities. AINV, 8.60 dividend yield. Apollo Investment Corporation is a leading specialty finance company that provides customized financing solutions to private middle market companies, primarily in the US. It's a publicly traded business development company and benefits from its affiliation with Apollo Global Management, a leading global alternative investment manager. AINV was one of my first dividend stocks that I invested in years ago, mainly due to its high dividend yield and its consistent dividend payout since at least 2004. The stock price for AINV in the past year has been between $7 and $15 a share. With all of these examples of dividend stocks that I have researched and owned, it shows that I don't invest in companies that are new, that have not been around with no track record. These are companies that have proven themselves successful enough to pay out dividends on a consistent basis. I'm more confident in investing in a company that has been successful because when I'm investing into that company, I want to be a part of their future earnings and future success. And here's honorable mention of my other pillars of dividend stocks: Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, ExxonMobil, Coca-Cola, and 3M. Alright, I hope that you found my video helpful and useful. If so, please like and subscribe. Please also leave a comment below if you have any questions or any other topics that you are interested in that you want to be covered. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.